um, this garage is that it's just wall and then weather. And the weather is winning right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, gotta love that shit.
Speaking of basements, that's where I am. But it's my own, I promise.
Yeah, there's no lotion to be put in the basket then? All right, good. Safety's first.
Right.
So guys, if you're just joining us, please tap the screen, share it the live groups. I do have some of us that are welcome to come up tonight, but if they don't get here, I have 2 seats available. If anyone wants to come and help us interact with the chat, ask questions, throw ideas, especially because I'm working on this stuff. I want to load this can some ideas. You guys have something you want to throw in? Raise your hand. Come on up. Let's keep the chat clean, and I'm gonna load my shop real quick while everything else goes. What's up, Northwest? How you doing? And now I can't see the chat, but I'll be back in a moment. So pre-order that. 2, 3 of her pieces in the shop tonight, and perfect. All right. So featured item tonight, guys, in my shop is going to be my newest item. We're gonna start strong. My 8x24 Jack Skellington and Sally original signed. Also comes with 1 of 25 signed prints, so gift that to somebody if you like. Put it in your child's room. Keep the original safe because it is an investment. But if you don't want to do that, you can also pick up 1 of the 25 right there in the shop. Pre-orders will be in a couple days, and then hey, look, we get a hand up. Hey, it's OT Pop or YT Pop. Well, welcome in, dude.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
All right. I haven't seen you in a long time, though.
'Tis the season for shop owners to start hanging out again, I think.
Well, I had back surgery about a month ago, and I was off Clapper for a while because of the pain I was going through. But recently, I've been making a comeback. So
I've seen you live a couple times when I'm freaking wild scrolling and just trying to see who the hell's live real quick, and then going and trolling somebody new.
Daytime lives. You and I are in the same time zone, so yeah.
Oh, I sleep until 11 because we're up until like 5 in the morning every night.
Well, I sleep whenever I fall asleep.
Roughly the same thing, but I usually stay up. I stay up late enough to my YouTube form, and then I pass out.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't even make it to the Clapper because of my back. I was supposed to come down there.
Oh man, you missed beat on the Red Bull on the riding the mechanical bull. That was you missed me. You missed a lot of people on the mechanical bull, dude. But it was funny.
Shit, I think I broke my pencil. Yeah, I finally made it to my basement today. That's where my office is. That's usually where I play my guitar. I draw. I do my art.
Okay.
Yeah, I finally made it down here. It needs clean bad. I had to vacuum the desk off. I mean, honestly, I haven't been down here in like 3 months. So lots for me to do. I'm just sharpening all my pencils.
It is very. So I've started dipping into actually mixing mediums and like doing certain things with the pencil on my canvas.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't realize how much you have to fucking sharpen pencils when you use them.
All the time. You know, I have expensive shirts I've been like whatever. Like, this is my kid's sharpener. It's shaped like a star. And it's the best damn sharpener I could find.
Oh my god.
Plain old Dollar Tree, probably. 25 Bush Street. Whatever. That's what I use. It gets the sharpest points.
So I own. I've always owned dollar store sunglasses. That is because You don't lose dollar store sunglasses. You spend anything more than $7.99 on a pair of non-prescription opticals, and I swear to God, you're losing them. You're losing them.
These glasses right here, Dollar Tree.
Big on.
You know, they're my bifocals. I can't see the damn fella without them. Old age sucks.
I know. My back has been like a bag of Legos this week.
Oh my God.
Like every time I just like, and I'm like, oh, look at that. I'm an accordion. I didn't bring pants with me. I did.
I was so immobilized before I went to the hospital. They actually did emergency back surgery. But for that, they found out my sugar was over 400. I should have been dead. And then, so we got that under control, and then they did back surgery. And yesterday, I actually got on the ground and worked on my lumbar. Because the time I got down on my knees, on my belly ground, and get back up, you know. And I didn't think I was going to make it down here today because of the pain. Like, I'm just, you know.
Now, here's the big question.
Achy pain. It's not fucking shooting pain that I had before.
But now that you're down here, are you going back up tonight or are you staying down here tonight?
Well, I need to refill my coffee sooner or later.
So he might just leave his phone down here and not come back.
If he's gone and I don't show up, then everybody knows why.
Tell you what, if you walk off and you're gone for more than 20 minutes, I'll kick you down.
Yeah, that's pretty good. But
Hey, Emma.
I love that strawberry, by the way. Sally.
Thank you.
I didn't say her name enough. I don't know what it's about.
That's okay. I'm still training myself to call her Toastin'.
Yeah, she was toasted.
Had her under different pretenses meet up, and now her name is different.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, you did have forewarning at the meetup.
So is it your fault, Dubs, that she changed her name? Is that what you're saying?
No, I do not lay claim to that.
No, I went to him at the meetup just because I had been thinking about, like, I've been really lamenting and tormenting myself about coming back to doing art. And when the Hubs and I were talking, he's like, I've been trying to get you to come back to art for years because you're wasting it doing sewing. I get it that you were casualty of COVID, you're trying to make an income or whatever, but we're not there. You need to start focusing on it. So as I started thinking about it, I was trying to figure out how I was gonna talk to Jacob because they were kind of I was a nobody. I still kind of am a nobody.
Which is hilarious. Which is hilarious because when you were like, yeah, I'll come paint with you, I'm like, that's so fucking awesome. Get men back together.
I remember when I was like, I'm gonna show him my thoughts. He's gonna sit there and think this is ridiculous looking or it'll tear something, whatever. I'm just gonna shoot my shot. So I showed him. And it was this beach scene I was recreating as a kind of an exercise. Myself back into like color work and stuff like that. And that looks at the picture, looks at me, it's like, how are you painting on a lie?
Well, you made cookies. You were those cookies when we first met were freaking awesome. Like actually with icing and stuff. That was amazing.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm surprised anyone remembers that.
Well, I remember a lot. Now, I don't know what I did yesterday, but I remember.
I got the same problem. I like this brush.
I remember things that spiked my hand, and art is one of some. Hi, Emma, by the way. Like, when I met Emma, she was playing guitar and she was doing her own thing. And then she started doing art, and I'm like, oh my God, this chick, she is very talented.
Dude, her dolls are so awesome.
What's that, Johnson?
Her past work is fantastic.
Yeah. It's amazing. Like, I'm just like a cartoon artist compared to like anybody else on this app. I mean, I just have fun with it. I do do doodling and stuff, but it's like I really love watching other people do art. Pisses me off I'm not that good, but you know, it's what it is. Oh, by the way, I found this in my desk. I don't know if anybody can see, but I forgot I even did this. This is all ink, by the way.
Oh, cool. I don't even think you have, was that pre-op?
Yes, like months ago. I'd say 5 months ago I drew this. That's why I forgot I could send that. I pulled my pencils out. I'm like, oh, what's in this book? Because there's nothing in it but that. Which
You
is
know,
kind
you
of
kind of roll with glory books. I'm kind of sad to see that wasn't happening.
I still have been working on more of them. Now that I get my office studio thing, I think that's to do the more offline because I like to really focus on work. I'm going through them. When I'm on like you guys are, I don't really want to do anything that's going to take hours. You know, I don't want to be rushed, and I don't want to hurry up and mess everything up. So I'd rather just doodling crap, you know.
Well, you're welcome to grab a pen and paper and doodle. Fucking
Yeah.
I hope this is a 4-box live so the creators can actually see what we're doing. So anybody that wants to end art with us, form, I'm down.
Well,
Oh, I'm gonna have a friggin' stroke. My ring light is strobing, and it doesn't have that setting.
they're dancing.
Does oh yeah, no, not a stroke, a seizure. Yes, yeah, that's Jesus.
Seizure, the stroke, yeah.
Yes. So you back surgery, you said.
Yeah. They fused my L4 and 5 together. It actually crushed my vertebra. It was crushing down into the disc, and it was a bulging disc crushing the spinal cord. I could barely walk.
Oh.
I mean, I was crying, screaming, crying by the time I got to the hospital.
I bet.
That's why I didn't do lives and stuff when it was happening, because I was like, okay, 5 minutes. I'm good for 5 minutes, and all of a sudden I just burst out in tears because it hurt so bad.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to watch me in pain. You know?
I mean, I'm sure there's some sadistic people on this app that would get off on that, but you know, for the most part, probably not.
I could have got some gifts for that shit, right?
Oh, absolutely. Although I will say this much, I feel like the sympathy card is better played on TikTok.
Probably. I don't know what's going on in that website. I'm telling you, that app. That's just about people on, acting like a robot for the roads. I'm like, what is it?
Listen, as stupid as it is, I'm guilty of sitting there and what happen when there's people actually gifting, because I refuse to gift. When there's people sending different things out, I'm like, all right, let's see what stupid thing they say next. I have fallen victim to taking a dump and listening to stupid stuff like that.
Thank you for the corn. Might be chili. Oh. I watch it too, but not as very long. It's annoying.
No. So I watched some dude that was dressed up like Neo doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, I watched this guy, which was, I think, the best live I've watched. He was dressed like artwork, the scenery as a cashier. And he made so much money. I mean, gifts left and right, but he talked to the people like they were customers coming through his line. And he threw insults at him. He said, "Oh, call me girl," all this stuff. It was amazing. And his math, what he made a month was over $6,000 by doing that just part time.
Yeah.
I was like, that's freaking nuts.
Yep, we all get mad at it, but are we mad about it because it's stupid, or are we mad about it because we didn't think to do it?
I ain't mad at him for that. That's smart as shit.
Right?
That's me.
No, but everyone seems to be so bent out of shape that there's so many people doing it.
Yeah, I just don't like the robot thing. I don't get it why people want to give people doing that. It's laziness to me.
More entertaining than the 3 Spider-Man room. Cal, ever been to a Spider-Man room? It's a grow room on TikTok where there's someone, usually misproportionate to Spider-Man, dressed up as Fan with a giant sideways tablet screen, and they go to your page when you gift them, and they show your videos over loud music that has nothing to do with what you're doing, and they like it a bunch, and they tell everyone in the live to go watch the video and like it, and get a shitload of comments and stuff. It's a cool thing, but it's disturbing because there's like 35 of them in a row. Like, do you want classic Spider-Man? Do you want black suit Spider-Man? Do you want freaking Gwen Spider-Girl? So it's weird.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
That and the Russian lady with the friggin' robots.
Thank you, Riley.
I haven't seen that yet.
The freaking realistic robots?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. We're all gonna Russia's a care of shit.
I can talk about it first because I got a nice little compliment from Riley. I've not done this before. I am actually selling tickets, $10 a piece. I'm going to pick a winner to win this.
I would like to also put out there in my shop there is a 16 by 20 $10 ticket for a custom canvas. That is not for what Callie's working on. That is for a contest I'm also running. Once I sell all the tickets, whoever's name gets drawn, you get a custom commission. 1 to 2 subjects or a scenic.
If I could set my camera up and I'll draw something here.
Yeah, dude.
I'll keep it Halloween themed, a creepy theme, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, this just fell together.
Mm-hmm.
So, to it. Chris P is actually working on this really freaking wicked candle that I've been following.
That's turning out so cool too.
I've been pestering him in Telegram. I just send him updates on this canvas because me and him have been bullshitting about it. I'm like, did now. Look what it did now.
I need to re-upload. There's so much memory taken up already. But we're going to go ahead and offload this for you. So for asking me.
For offloading what?
Telegram and other apps. I have way too many pictures and videos.
I'm glad I texted your phone. Because I definitely messaged you on Telegram first. Do you have Telegram on your computer? Sorry, you don't have a computer.
I don't. I probably should though.
Just put it on your freaking iPad.
I think I should.
If you put it on your iPad, it'll only store there and not on your phone. And it shouldn't. Maybe it won't offload as often.
Yeah, I think you're right. I'm going to have to do that. I almost feel like there's some music on somewhere. I gotta find a CD player.
Yeah, I would put music on, but my computer's currently got us on YouTube, so. So to my YouTube channel that's watching over here to my right, I am actually working on shingling out this haunted canvas that is going to have a black light effect to it that will glow up those clouds, the moon. There's a big tree branches everywhere. There's silhouette. I'm going to highlight those with, haven't decided on what color yet. And the glow ground is green. All the windows will glow as well. So you'll have a very different picture in the dark than you will in the light. And I'm over here on my phone streaming with my friend Callie Simca Art. Did I say that right?
Simca or Simha?
Simha Art. And also my buddy Original YT Papa on our primary platform, the Clap.
You can find my music on YouTube, actually.
Can you?
Yeah.
So you have a YouTube channel too?
like all acoustic, and I did the videos on my desktop. Actually, I got creative with Scotch tape and flashlights.
Scotch tape and flashlights.
I'm not shitting you. You go watch them. I'm telling you, you'll be like, there's no way.
So, have you met Dragonfly or Leah Dragonfly yet?
No.
So she's going to be at my house next week for a couple days. She's coming to visit and have an action item of things to make content while we're here. You know what's on the list?
What's that?
We're building a fort. We're building a big old. We're going to build a fort of blankets and chairs in our living room. Use clamps and ratchet straps because we're adult.
Yeah, you gotta use adult stuff.
I'm gonna set my computer up on one side so we can do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm gonna focus on my art, but I'm still dipping into the whole mental health aspect of getting out of your house and meeting new people and doing stupid things you wouldn't normally do just to make yourself smile.
Okay, I got Spotify up. What kind of music you guys want to listen to? Still talk.
I'll
keep it so we can still talk.
I'm down ever. I'm a rock guy, but I know some people in Zap like country, so I don't care to listen to.
I usually just movie sounds on the door.
Oh.
I'm proud of it. Thank you.
Back to the future.
That's her jam, actually. We had to be very, very quiet when Huey Lewis and the News came on last week.
That's right. That's right. Back to the Future is my number one jam, y'all.
So you literally told someone to shut up. We'll talk after Huey's done.
That's right.
Tell us the story, Hugh. Tell us the story. It's okay. My friend Tom is obsessed with that movie. And honestly, I was growing up too. I actually, as big as a Star Wars geek as I am, I didn't always love Star Wars. My mom made us watch it a year for New Year's Eve. And I got fed up with it, so I kind of rebelled for a little bit. Like when you don't like dad's favorite football team. But I really leaned into. I got sent to the principal's office saying, "What the hell you want?" First grade.
Hey, Callie, look at the ring for a second.
Yeah.
Geek music.
Yes. Oh, so just as a bit of news, Back to the Future Day is October 21st this year. It will be in theaters for one day only. I will not be reachable at that time.
I wish Star Wars had that. And Disney don't even think about freaking starting that shit. I don't have the money for that. Buy my paintings and I can start doing Disney shit. Specifically to Disney. I heard if you say Disney's name on your channel, they show up.
Nice.
No, I'm just.
That's a challenge.
No, it's like the witch is real.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that softened up a lot better.
I was just gonna ask how that chocolate's treating you.
Yeah, I'm liking her. I just need to smooth it out, but I think just color mapping it right now. I'm a lot happier with it.
That's the way.
I like it.
So, Callie, I don't think I posted it before we went live, but were you in the before when I was working on the portrait iPad?
Yes. Literally. Literally on your iPad.
All right, YT, I got something to show you. So I'm pretty sure the original video is on this phone. I'm going to check and see if it's on my Clabber page real quick, because I can do that. J-Dubs Arts on every platform. Art. All right. I did not post it. But, no, I'm going to post. That means I'll post it after the show. That's because I was on the phone with Dad for so long. But, ready?
Sure.
He's literally painting his iPad. Oh my god. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, you're painting your iPad. Oh, you are literally
Painting on my iPad.
You're not using the program. You're painting.
Painting on iPad directly. I'm fucking nice, you know what I'm saying? No, so I've found myself going live with a couple times now, and
Yeah.
I like the way he says. He's like, tell joke me, and to make myself laugh. And if you think it's funny, that's great. But I'm here to entertain myself, and I kind of like that. Also, I don't suggest going live with him if you ever plan on flying globally in the future, because he says some of the most random shit that is like no fliss, red flag.
Uh-oh. Yeah, noted.
Yes. Great guy. Just he's a trickster and doesn't give a shit because he's Irish and he's in China.
Well, okay.
Teacher. I don't know. I just pop into his live every once in a while, call him Lucky Charms, and it's the kind of relationship we have. He picks on me.
Yeah, that's treating me a lot better right now. I think that other one is just too glossy for what it is.
I still hate this, but it's starting to come together. It's tedious.
Hello, Lady NC.
Who's here? What? Hey, Colt, how you doing? Welcome into your artist shop. You got 3 fantastic up in the screen right now, working on different weird stuff. And Callie, you have a shop open on Clapper, right? Still?
I do.
And YT, you have one as well, right?
I did it, but I took it all down when I stopped doing some lives and stuff because I didn't know if I can keep with anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough to work on the rugs, huh?
Yeah.
Amongst other stuff.
Now winter's kicking in, and I tried to do last winter in there. And okay, so I have a 10x10 shed. That's my rug room, I call it.
Okay.
And it gets too cold in there. I got to run heat. Well, I caught 2 coats on fire, but doing that last year, so I'm not doing it this year.
Now you said not rub, correct? With a G, not a B.
RUG, yeah.
Okay.
Rub.
Very different sheds.
Yeah, really.
One makes carpets, the other glows in a black light.
Yeah.
That was a nice delay. That was a nice delay.
Well, I was trying to get on the computer, listen to you, and I looked down at my pencil as soon as you said that, and it didn't click fast enough in my head, I guess.
No. I literally heard it hit Callie, and then I heard it hit you. I was like, that was perfect. It was a nice cascading delay there.
I learned timing is everything.
I mean, that's what she said.
Let's see. I wonder if I should do this slow dry gel. I think I should.
Should what? Sorry.
I was toying with doing this slow this blending gel medium. I get it on the screen there.
Yeah.
I'm saying probably should. It's not really smooth. It looks good on screen, but it's like very in real life. So I want to cut that off.
Listen, this thing's looked good on screen since last Saturday when you put it up there, and I was like, "Fuck, I got to compete with this."
There's no
I know there's no competing, but I was like, "Wow, that is freaking crazy."
not bad for an apron maker, huh?
Yeah, you know what? I gotta say about meeting you at Meetup to like first live doing the painting. Have you ever played poker? I used to play poker with my friends all the time. We always had a rule: always beware the FNG. The fucking new guy always takes everybody, or impresses the hell out of everybody. And you definitely fell under FNG. Fucking new guy. I love it.
I just gotta get good at the income thing because this is it for me.
Thanks, Mama.
Oh, you're just doing Clapper, no fans? Cool. Same. I actually thought about opening an OnlyFans account just to sell my art. Because that's the thing. Like, your stupid request of, well, can your clothes pictures next to that? Well, no, not for less than $15,000 per second of video, you fucking perv. Know your worth. You know your worth. You always price yourself ridiculously. What?
I used to date a porn star, and I didn't want to say it too loud. That I had the chance to go do it with her, and they paid like $10,000 for like 3 days work.
That's not 3 days of work, dude.
I could hook you up.
I'm happily married. Good, thank you. But
Me too.
The mods are watching, dude. No, but
it
that's
pays
funny.
more than the fans paid.
I feel like I should just once again say to the 41 people in this room and 3 people on the screen, we have one more person. If you want to raise your hand and you want to come up, I'm fine with it, as long as you're respectful. And also, for the ones telling stories up here, I am also live across the room over here on YouTube. So when you say things, I don't know if I'll say this out loud or not. That went on YouTube. I as you're telling the story, I'm like, he wasn't here when I said I was going live YouTube. I'd probably tell him and disclose that he's. Tease! Oh, shit.
I kind of like spill sometimes. It just falls out of my mouth.
Oh, no, I'm the same way. I just say shit that people go, wow, did he just say that? Yeah, he did. Yeah, I did. Better question is, do I give a shit that I said it? Nope, not really.
I usually don't.
Unapologetically me.
It's the people around me that usually feel sorry that I said it.
Yeah, I had a couple of those in my set.
Oh my God, I can't believe he just said that. That's so embarrassing. I can't believe he's not embarrassed. Well, I'm 50 years old. I don't give a shit.
Dude, I went nuts. I was talking to a supervisor for Board of Social Services. I was like, can you guys like do me a little shit? I'm like, go downstairs, see who answers the phone, okay? And either give her a raise or give her a Snickers because she's just freaking mean for no reason. The lady on the phone freaking dropped her phone because she was laughing at me. Because I said, give her a raise or give her a Snickers. Seriously, ladies like me, and I was like, yo, I have the number for this. No, you cannot. I don't have that information. Oh, well, I thought you were the information desk. Does it say information desk on your desk? Yes. Then why don't you have information? It's not like I was asking for, the recipe to make macaroni and meatballs. I was looking for. I see the hand now. Sorry. Oh God. Fuck. Line. Where were we?
Keep talking. You always say it like that. I'm scared to come up.
The Dubs moment. What was I saying?
Whenever you see my name, you go, "Oh God."
No. I tapped, and then my entire screen dropped down. So I said, "Oh God," because I almost closed the live out.
Oh. And I've been waiting here over
5-10 minutes at least. I've been live at the clock.
You haven't, baby.
I
clicked you, and your name. I clicked all the lives, and you were not showing up until 5 minutes ago.
And I'm going to tell you that Clapper took almost famous Kyle's account down this week by accident, and I posted a video stating that I was going to take my shop and all of my art off of Clapper if they didn't reinstate his account. So this may very well be some political recourse. Probably not.
You think you were live, just to let you know you weren't. And I was looking for Callie's name too to go live because they clash, right?
Right.
And that's how I find people. I was looking for you because.
But I brought up
different radio or live, and you said you were going at 9 p.m. your time.
Yes.
And, I was looking, and you just showed up now.
Because I brought Callie up almost instantly, which probably ghosted me. And shortly after I brought up YT Papa, are you following him? So you actually had to wait. That's freaking crazy.
Yeah, we were pretty prompt today.
Actually, I follow both of them, and I saw Kaylee was live before, or Callie was live before anything at 9 o'clock.
Okay, for 40 people that are there, I already showed this to J-Dubs and Callie. You probably can't see. This is the gel I did this week, and it's all dot painted and actually painted. So I'm happy with that. Very, very happy with my jelly. And what I started to work on today is a flash, and I'm just doing some detail work. Let my camera around.
I'm literally doing a 2x2 area in 3 different browns and then going down and doing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Yay, layers!
Yeah. It's like you love this chocolate right now.
By the way,
I love that chocolate jelly so much.
I
have my other phone so I can see what's happening.
Callie,
Yes.
how's the octopus?
Octopus got a little bit of sand in it. So,
Okay.
Somewhere.
I really bend your ear on your mixture. I know you said it was it's basically joint compound and plaster of Paris, but I want to bend your ear on how to mix it and whatnot because I was looking into doing something crazy like that a while back and I got discouraged by it. And then that ridiculous octopus you did, now I have to do what I want to do.
So I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. Let this try. See, that looks so much better. It's softer.
Yeah, and I realized that since I'm going with the whole haunted house at night thing, it doesn't have to be a dark brown house on a black background. It can be light in the daylight, and then it could be the silhouette, so it'll have a lot more detail. And these shingles have a lot more. Now that I'm going over, I did the whole thing in Sharpie, then I went over it in paint pen. Now going over the paint, I just correct some of these lines once I'm done again with a fine liner, and it's going to look a lot friggin' better.
So, Doug, what I do, like me personally, so somewhat obviously you have some of the gatekeepers who say, "Ah, that's terrible." So, I just went to Home Depot and I got some of this all-purpose joint compound that's pre-mixed. Yep. So it's actually a paste in a bag.
Yep.
You look in there.
It's a giant spackle.
I'll take a bit of chunk of that and then I'll add some plaster and then some of the powdered easy sand joint compound mixture. So just dry stuff. Because this comes in pretty wet, but I don't like mixing from scratch. So I'll start with however much I'm going to start with this. And then I add some of this
And and longevity on that because you're doing it. I know you're doing that on a piece of sheetrock, but like, so what's the lasting power of that octopus?
Well, when I do the armatures to get 3D effect on here, because it's not just coming off the canvas space. So even if it's sideways here, or if I don't see it actually comes off the canvas,
Right.
I actually use wire mesh that I screw it and I sculpt it. So that, I mean, it's pretty damn rigid. I mean,
obviously, if somebody hits it, it's going to break. It's supposed to be art, but I mean, like, you could tap it, but if something once you put that up, no fucking ball play in the house, or I'll stab you.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you hurl a baseball at it, I'm sure it's probably going to do some damage.
Okay. I don't want to. I'm just saying, like, I know just spackle will friggin' crumble over time, you know?
Right, well, this is where that plaster comes in, too. The plaster and the wire mesh.
Yes.
Just give it that longevity, because if you see here, I haven't even done the side yet. So that's still something I have to do there. But
That's kind of rough. That's going to be a pain in the ass.
That's where that
Now,
plaster and that mesh comes in.
How do you address those cups on the inside arch?
So, okay. This is where my days as a cake decorating instructor comes in. What I would do is do a thinner consistency of this, and then you use a piping bag and a wet paintbrush to do your suction cups. You kind of come in and then you come up this way, and that's where you just pipe on the circles, and then you take a wet paintbrush. And it's a technique that we use for cookie decorating that's meant for like this embroidery look technique, and you basically blend it in. That's your suction cup.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you, I owned a bakery and I did wedding cakes and 3D cakes and stuff.
I remember you mentioning that one time.
Yeah. That's why I fell in love with him. He was doing the cookies. I fell in love with that art. I was like, that's so freaking cool.
Oh, my Christmas flamingos? Yes.
I'm sorry, did you fucking say Christmas flamingos?
I did Christmas flamingo cookies. They were flamingos full of Santa hats, and I did everything like peach colors.
Oh god, that's so adorable, like a puke. Really pink. Because I ate all those.
And they were delicious.
Dude, I'm telling you, they were freaking awesome looking.
Thank you. I think I still have the pictures somewhere.
Can I tell you, when I was working on the framework with this, me and Crispy tried doing YouTube Live. That was the night that Clapper broke and shut down, the servers crashed.
Oh, yeah.
So we tried going live on YouTube. He had horrible signal. We tried TikTok, horrible signal. So we had a Telegram call, me and him. And I spent like hours moving paint around his house and restructuring the roof and where I put my lines. Because this thing originally when we were live, I'm all over the place. All over the place.
Well, it looks like it's coming together.
It's much better now. It is much better. It's more organized, and now that I knew where my biggest problem was, I had two sets of steps originally. There was gonna be a porch that wraps on. Now I just have the door wrap into a door over here, and a door on this side. But this is like a freestanding back building with Bilko doors instead of a second staircase to go up to another porch.
Jobs, can you put your probably not. Can you put your camera a little bit closer so we can see the picture right on?
Yeah, hold on. I got you on the scorpion tail, so I can do that.
Thank you.
Scorpion tail?
Hey, I forget what it's called. An arm. An articulating arm?
Gooseneck?
Gooseneck! Well, it's not really a gooseneck. It's my old microphone arm.
That's what I use once in a while. When I was doing my, when I do my drawings, I put my phone on it, face right down to it.
Oh, Deb, that looks really, really good.
Getting there. Definitely getting there.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm happier with it than I was.
That's always important.
Yes. I think I stared at pictures of cedar shingles for like 2 days before I started doing lines on this canvas.
Yeah, that sounds like me. Yep. It's most, well, at least for me, it's always been the most annoying because I'm like, I'm ready to do this, but I'm not sure if I am actually.
Yeah. This is a simple task, but it's not really that simple.
Mm-hmm.
This is still going to be hard. Okay.
I gotta figure out where to go from here.
Not okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, Matt Stone and Trey Parker over here talking to their fucking lawyers on YouTube about me.
Colorado, like the big thing right now is their restaurant just open because they just revived Casa Bonita.
Really super, super light people inside the white. Now, I'm using a chopstick. I'm using a toothpick.
Why?
Butterfly gloves, by the way.
YT, are you zombie Pillsbury Doughman?
Yeah, I'm not.
I fucking love you.
So cute.
He's eating candy. Cinnamon pop.
It's a what?
Cinnamon pop.
Yeah.
He's gonna become a cinnamon rolls.
Pop.
Pumpkin pop.
Yeah.
I wanna die.
Yeah. Apparently, this is a soundtrack for Back to the Future.
Back to the Future?
No, it's not.
No, Mars Attacks. Tom Jones. It's Tom Jones, right?
I'm playing something else.
Like I don't know, that's not on there.
Listen, every time I hear this song, all I think is
Here you go, Kylie.
Mars Attacks. Every time.
Now she's gonna tell you shut up.
Yes, she is.
Hold on, I can't hear it.
JD, we have to mute.
Power of love. Sorry.
To a little white dove. More than a feeling. That's the power of love.
Yeah, after the song's over, I got a question to ask.
That's when Universal Studios first opened.
I'm going to go out on a limb, Cap, and say you are all hopeless romantic, like Ted Mosby level hopeless romantic.
Well, of course, why?
I can smell my own.
Fair. That's fair.
Keep on losing where I drop it on my palette. That or the spot dries up. I'm not sure. The two. How about your crispy? Ride this train. What's going on, One Arm Willie? I didn't see you sitting there. I do apologize. 51 minutes in, you already left, but thanks for popping in.
Just to let you guys know, if you go to say anything to me, I'm not going to hear you. It's just playing out, I can't hear nothing.
Yeah, so now that song has stopped. Turn it down a bit.
There, I'll pause it for a second.
So
say what you want to say.
So, Callie, have you heard? I just recently heard it again. It's been a minute, but Newfound Glory's cover of that song. Yeah, so Newfound is notorious for doing their From the Screen to the Stereo albums or whatever. I think that's the titling of it. But they do movie covers. They do. So, like, when they first came out, one of the first ones they did was My Heart Will Go On. But they did The Power of Love on Screen to the Stereo Volume 3. I know that's not the name of it, but it's something like that. But yeah, it wasn't bad. Yeah, it's a emo punk version of The Power of Love.
Wow.
I'm interested.
And on their first, YT, why don't you look it up? It's my live. We could listen to The Power of Love, two different versions right after the.
Okay, who did it? Sorry.
I want to ask my question first. That's okay. This is Tracy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just saw you pull out your coloring tools, like and I'm just about to do. I teach on out school, but I mostly teach dot painting, but that's limiting me to children that are older. So I'm trying to do some stuff with crayons and markers and stuff. Plus, Mike Nizzi is making a coloring book, and of course, I'm going to have to buy it or give it away, and with some pens. So, what are the ones that you're using?
Okay, so I found these. These are really cool. They're with they're alcohol-based markers, and they're by Art Skills. Now I got this pack. There's 30 markers. I got these at Sam's Club, but they're more expensive anywhere else. Trust me, they're very expensive markers.
I live in Canada. We don't get Sam's Club, but we get Costco.
So they're alcohol ink markers.
Yeah, so you can sit here and suck on them if you want. Not really, but anyways.
I was going more along the
markers. These Art Skill markers. They have two different styles. You can see this one has a chisel, yeah, and then this one is a fine tip on night. So you got two-sided markers, full set. And
is that orange or just one orange?
This one here is sun orange, and then it comes with orange. There's like lots. There's orange. There's like two reds, a lot of blues, pinks, browns.
What paid for that?
My God, it's been a while. I want to take $30, but I'm not even, to be positive, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I know they're very expensive, and you can get bigger sets. You can order one or two markers because it's a very well-known tool because they blend together. Since they're alcohol, they don't go dry, but then you can take your blender marker, which is this one right here. I don't know if it'll focus, but it says blender, and there's no color to it. Just do this. There's no color to it.
But
so what that does,
putting an orange and an orange, you could move it together so it looks like a painting.
Like you're shading, yes.
Yeah. Just
like shading. That's why I go with markers. Can go into shading. You can do really hard work with it, or like me, I'm doing like cartoonish stuff. But I also use these Sharpie markers. These are very fine tip markers. Yeah. They are ultra fine point, and it doesn't give a point size. But I have these other ones here, like these just black ones I got at Walmart. These are, it doesn't say on this, it's said on the package. They're like point something. I mean, they're really fine tip. I use these for like doing this on the face and stuff. And then these ones have you like a outline, and then I cut the markers and then start blending it all together.
Thank you for explaining that.
Yeah, and there's lots of stuff on.
Sorry, what was the make? You've got the. I can barely see the box. What was the name again?
Art skills.
Art skills. Thank you.
With a Z?
Blendable markers. You can look this up on YouTube. There's a lot of artists that do step-by-step stuff with them.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I always see, like the people doing the half pictures, like half realism, half neon.
I haven't seen those, to be honest with you. I've seen guys take like say like a superhero comic book thing they drew, and they start shading and blending these colors together. It's so cool. I mean, I'm still practicing with them because I haven't been in this office for a while, but I got them. I started practicing with them. It does take some talent with it. It's something it's a learning curve, basically.
Okay.
But they're really cool. It's like painting with markers.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll just pull up. But I'll see. I've led through on this page, so I'll just use this as an example. Let's do.
Well, put something underneath that page so you don't bleed through the next page.
Well, I'm just gonna flip it out onto the desk so I don't bleed through.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a drawing. It's not like painting or nothing.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
I am sorry. I am such.
It's okay.
So if I come with this darker and darker, see that? I don't know how well you can't get much closer because
Get really good.
Okay, so this is like one stroke. It's kind of like kind of light.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Say that again.
I said I'm sorry to hear that. That one stroke and it's kind of light.
I struck it a couple times to get it dark.
He's not talking about paint, but that's
okay. This is the regular orange, and then what I was using was this one's sun orange, and then this is like regular orange. It's a little darker. Okay, see how I left in the middle of it? That's white. Okay, this ink's gonna start going like this. And then you take a blender, and you just start blending it together.
Oh,
I did not.
You missed it.
I'm a dick. I looked up. I have YouTube over here, so I looked over here.
He's using a dark orange, and then he's going to take his blender.
Yeah. So this isn't the two together actually. So if I just push this upward, it starts blending it more and more.
Well, look at that.
How many times do you see a marker do that?
Very true.
And you can shade, you can do all kinds of stuff once you start learning how to blend. And I'm no professional, I'm not good at it. So that's kind of like, I need a lot of practice with it. But it was an art form that I have never tried. And I thought, well, I'm going to try this. I'm more of just sketching. I love sketching things. Like, I'll show you the stupid little cat I drew. You know, and then...
Oh, that's so cute.
A deer made of tree.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
And then my bear picture that I did.
Daisy's one of our drawers in our group, and she does. Daisy looks like she's still here. Oh, Daisy, your drawings. She does amazing things.
Yeah, if you want to free up to come up too, you're welcome to, Daisy.
I guess it goes this way. This is like steampunk moon. It's got gauges and gadgets.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
See, I need to learn how to draw more like that on a canvas, like just so I don't do. because I want to be able to stuff like that.
Well, after my debate this week with my friend, came at me a little hard. I kind of want to broaden my stuff too. Like that steampunk moon, I want to develop I have the skill to do that. I want to develop the patience to sit down and put that much time into one piece.
Well, see, that's my problem. I was telling you earlier that when I go live to do drawings or even when I do videos, I get so nervous on either fucking up and not enough time, gonna hurry, a lot of stress. So I don't do my my books on lives or even videos. I feel I'm rushed. But here's a steampunk seahorse I did also.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Now I haven't looked at a lot of these. There's a drum on a tree. Now that was penciled, and then I used color to color.
I love yours.
Just like a street art, basically.
Oh my god, dude, it's Cholo Dave.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I have a painting from Mudbug's wife, Peanut, because I have googly eye, and my friend who got me over on YouTube, Son of a Fink Customs, he was watching my videos. He goes, dude, he's the one thing I love about your video is you got to stop wearing sunglasses. I'm like, why? He goes, because your friggin' bad eye is entertaining as hell. Because when you get passionate about something, Dave starts wandering off. And I'm like, huh? He goes, oh yeah, by the way, I named your eye Dave. So that got known on Clapper. Peanut painted an eyeball, all right, wearing a checkerboard hat that has pot leaves and platypus. His head over here on it, because when if I've had one too many or I get passionate about something, my eye starts to wander, and it's kind of funny. I was yelling at my kids one time, and my started laughing. What are you laughing at? She's like, I can't tell if you're looking at me. And that was it. That was done being mad. Laughing said that shit. I was so proud of my daughter.
It's weird art. I turned into a feather. I want to do more of those.
You do beautiful.
Well, thanks. I don't think it's great, but that one there, I started with it was a lid off something. I drew a circle, and then I just went in and started filling it out, like the mountains and stuff.
But that's pencil crayon. That's not your ink markers, right?
Yeah, that's pencil and crayon, actually. My daughter actually cut my 9-year-old colored that in. She said too. Just want to do some stuff, and I've done some. This one I did a video on. It says, "Pigs can fly. You're just not trying hard enough."
See, you need to send that picture to Hallmark, dude. That is a pig with 2 balloons. Like you never know. They might friggin' be like, that is the next card.
Yeah.
This one's here, a flower growing through the pavement. And in the video, it says hope up top. But in the video, I crumpled up the paper. I mean, it's wrinkled. The paper's real wrinkled. Just because I wanted to give that extra look, I guess, of, I don't know.
Turning trash to treasure?
This one I drew for Wheels Over Matter. She needed something it was for mental health.
Okay.
There's hope, even deep within ourselves.
Yep.
And you guys would recognize him, I hope.
Captain Caveman!
He was awesome. And let's see, this one's
I think that Captain Caveman picture, that's an older one, correct?
Yes. Yeah,
so
this is from the 70s or whatever.
No, but that drawing, that's an older drawing that you've had for a while now.
All these are, because I haven't been down here in like months. So
okay, so that's the freaking drawing you were showing live, and I was scrolling and I stopped and I was like, wait a second, Captain Caveman, and yeah, that's how I met YT.
I think I'm gonna redo him and actually color it in, but and then everybody, I don't know if everybody knows Yogi.
I do know Yogi.
Yeah, so he asked me to draw him a picture. So it's Yogi and Angel.
Oh, there you go. There's
him and his. He went for him and his woman, and her name on here was something, Sarah Angel. I don't remember what it was.
That's a magic card.
And then doing, I kind of like this mushroom kick. It's like a mushroom house. I want to do some more of those. There's some birds. Just, it's just my doodles.
I love mushroom. That's cool as hell.
This one says, "Oh, my middle finger likes you." So, if you watch my videos, even like recently, I try to joke around as much as I can. No matter how much pain I was in and what I went through, I'm sure there's people out there that go through a hell of a lot more than I do. And I just want people to realize you can stay positive, be happy. Oh, here's one I missed. I think the one I'm drinking, but this is a little voodoo doll. Stuffing coming out and ribbons.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, those are what I have down here. Oh. And then you saw the devil one, wherever he went.
Off doing his work.
Tracy didn't see the devil one. I think it was full. Pull it out.
Your painting is looking outstanding.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
There, Tracy.
Woo!
That's all Sharpie markers.
Oh.
It's kind of how I sometimes.
Yeah, no, and that's what I've been pushing in my shorts and my long form on YouTube, is that sometimes taking like 20 minutes and just taking a pen and paper and putting down something that's bothering you and
Get it out of your head.
dude, get it off of your chest and not on someone else's plate, Because all of our struggles, they're real, but our struggles aren't, like, my struggles aren't yours, they're not Callie's, they're not Tracy's.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's kind of what I'm feeling. I just put it out. Like, what I'm doing tonight, the finger, the very voodoo doll, this one, is just having fun. Not even me caring what it turns out like.
Listen, I'm in when you're done, the Pillsbury boy should go in your shop and get, and I bet it sells.
I don't think so, man.
You might. You don't ever know.
I don't get into, I don't know. I don't think I'm that great. You know what I mean?
I feel the same way at work. I don't see the wow factor I'm doing right now, but you guys are giving me the factor and it happen here. I'm seeing this as a fucking nightmare. I have so much more work to do. I mean, it's just brown smudges right now. I need to redefine every one of these shingles. And that's fine. I'm ready to do that now. I'll do that not live. It's gonna be a lot. That's gonna be a lot of swearing.
And that's how I feel about the strawberry beads and the chocolate. Because I was sitting there like, fuck, I'm gonna have to work on this again all night. But it's kind of.
Oh, please. I just looked up at it when you got your compliment, and I'm sitting there going, it'd be kind of cool if she ribboned a little white chocolate swirl on it. And then she.
Oh, that. No, I'm gonna do that. Because I thought about that.
You know what? Our problem is, you know what? Opposed to somebody else we know who paints, we keep like the fish. I had to stop. I had to put it away and put it away from me because I was going over and over. I'm doing it now with this. This potentially could be done, but I'm looking at this purple, this lightish purple that I put around all the cutouts. I've gone, it can't just be that one color. So now I'm taking the gray metallic and I'm doing a small dot on top of this purple with the gray metallic. Do I need to? No. But
now you want to. It has to be done.
So if Jesse is, or if anyone is interested, I'm actually selling tickets to for drawing someone to win this strawberry. Just kind of an FYI if you're just. And I know Mr. Doves also has a thing going on. If you want to go ahead and mention that again for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, because Callie, let's remind these people that the holidays are coming, and it's a good time to support small rather than supporting your local Walmart. Me and Callie both in our shops have current giveaways right now. For a voucher $10. I have, I believe, 70 tickets left in my shop. When we sell all the tickets, I'm going to spin a wheel with everyone's names on it. Whoever's name gets drawn, I'm going to do a custom canvas creation, and they win it. They could win it for as low as $10. You only need to have one entry to win. You just need your name. You can buy as many as you want, but $10 to win a 16 by 20 original canvas by me. Your thoughts, my skills, your canvas.
Wow.
I think that's awesome you guys are doing that, though.
You know what? It makes it easier for some audiences to be a part of the process. A, draws them in. And B, not everyone's doing great in the economy right now, but people want to up their lifestyle and get something new for their house. You can't afford $6,000 on a painting or even fucking $500 on a painting. But if an artist who's really good at their job wants to do this where at the end of the day they get the value on their work, the customer that gets it is a chance as to who it is. I think that's a pretty fair game. God, can't say game and I can't say chance. I said both in the same fucking sentence. Hello, reliable son of a bitch.
Yeah, I had a retail business not too long ago. We decided to say auction online.
Oh,
And I don't have an auctioneer license.
Ready, actual, long time no see. How have you been?
So you got to be careful what you say. I had freaking
Red
investigation on
8. Hello. I was showing you off earlier today. I was doing a little talk about coloring books. I was showing off the page I did of Red 8. How you been, man? How's life in Florida? And Rachel's in the other room watching the Netflix now. She'll be in Mando's live later for tonight. Callie, you coming over again tonight?
I could, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, she's popping in like about 30 minutes, so, you know, we'll go till she pops off, and then I usually jump over there, and I'm going to keep painting while I'm bullshitting.
You offered them earlier.
Florida, just waiting for this thing to happen. I'm aware. Since you're new to them, welcome into our artist shop. All created on the app that sell things and things, craft things. We are opening the floor to anybody that wants to come up and say hey. So if you feel like coming up and catching up, feel free to raise your hand. We got about a half an hour left in the program. I am working on a haunted house, which I think it might be time for me to kill the black light, kill lights, and go back to the black light and show you guys again. Even though I didn't do anything new with it.
Yeah.
All right. So this is actually looking pretty good. Getting up a lot, so you'll have a eerie looking house with wood shingles. It's got a big black tree behind it, silhouette with the moon and the clouds in the background. But because I like to go extra, look out, YouTube! It's about to get dark in here. Bing bong. Fuck my life.
Bing bong.
This way till the fluorescent comes on.
With a slow chart black light.
And Jake, only do $50 for your Jack and Sally print.
The print is $50, but the original is $1,200. Let's back this bad boy. Go.
Damn it.
Yep.
Now I got black light doesn't fall because the trash closed on me. Okay, we're good. Then we're gonna try YouTube. No, it doesn't. I'm gonna put it in my next short form video. I'll get some better black lights in here too.
Are you live on YouTube right now?
I am. My laptop's facing the other side of me. Kind of like what a lot of people haven't been around lately. They're going where they're making more money, and the audience is there. So I'm trying to audiences currently.
I'm doing the same thing.
Yes, and I haven't to YouTube yet, but I should.
Well, YouTube is the frontier right now. Clapper's good. Clapper's good, but
to have so many followers before you go there or anything?
50 subscribers.
Oh,
I gotta start having people push over on that or something.
Yeah, I mean, I even thought about doing like the little. I saw some of the spicy content creators doing this over on TikTok. They move people from their TikTok to promise for a live over on Instagram. Then they move Instagram forever, where they say, "All right, now we're going to move over to this," and then they jump from platform to platform, people around until they finally do their live on OnlyFans. And I'm like, "Are you freaking serious?" I wasn't following these lives, but I was listening to them tell people for a minute. I'm like, all right, I could do that with my art for a strategy. Like, that's a lot of work to sit there on 7 platforms, people it's a lot of hope to that energy and not being, clothless. That's the big one. You got to make sure that you're entertaining too. There's my giant tube of black. There's my giant tube of black.
You want us to tell you you're interesting?
What's that?
Do you want us to tell you are interesting?
No, not at all.
Because you are.
This is going to sound incredibly egotistical. I don't need people to be entertained. I kind of know I am because I've seen some of the reactions people say when I say shit. So, like, it sounds very egotistical, but what I mean is I know that I'm funny because people tell me I'm funny and I don't get it. I'm just kind of speaking what's on mind sometimes.
I wish I had your confidence, like for real.
So,
People like when I'm on my edibles.
oh, well, granted, High Dubs is much more pleasant than not High Dubs, but not High perfectly doing what he has to do,
Don't make the cookie again, Dubs.
The green cookie was fantastic. I don't want to hear "Don't make the green cookie again."
Well, no, you can make it. Just the live was
Interesting.
It was interesting.
Green cookie. I missed it.
So,
birthday.
Betty, it was my birthday. Crocker makes these little microwave cookie things that Mother wanted for her and her boyfriend, and made it. So I'm going to make it for my birthday because we don't really do cakes in the house. So we did, and I used my can of butter. Well, yeah, the leftover butter from 420 that HBD had left behind.
Right.
And it was kind of strong, but it was also kind of green, like pesto sauce. So when I added it to the chocolate chip cookie dough, the chocolate chip cookie turned like a hunter green.
So basically, you should have added half that amount of butter from that specific kind of butter.
I should have added more butter, honestly. That thing lasted me a month and a half. I just take little crumbles off of it and just throw it. Yep. I would pour like a 4-ounce cup of milk and just drop some crumbled up cookie in it and just bam, medicated. Let's go home. But no. So Callie, the whole confidence thing, it goes down to what I was talking about with Tracy earlier in a live with Bobby V and everybody. False positivity or fake positivity. My confidence, it comes from when I was dating, and I carry myself by what we called the Brad Pitt effect.
Okay.
If you act like you're Brad Pitt, will believe Brad Pitt. When they believe you were Brad Pitt, they listen to you. Because that was bad. Like Fight first came out. and Brad Pitt was not as crazy. Like he was younger in his career, you know. So that's I don't know. My friends used to joke about that with me, and that's just kind of like the thing now, the Brad Pitt effect. That's why you call it confidence. I call it effect.
I do not have the Brad Pitt effect.
I don't know why you don't, because your art is amazing.
Seriously, it's a mindset thing, you know. Want to be like your line, be the line. If you want to be boldest who walks around Dallas dressed up like a fucking clown and stickers people's cars, literally, kind of breaking laws by like tap.
French fry?
What?
Weren't you a French fry though?
I have the French fry hat too, yes. But when I high fived the cop, I was wearing the Iron Man shirt and the green wig.
Yes, you were.
With my clappy around my chest.
I remember that.
Yes.
Okay. So have we done blending on that? I've been dotting, so I'm done with stopping dotting, and I'm looking.
Oh.
Right now, I'm doing the browns.
Yeah.
On the head part. What I'm trying to do is get so you can lines that left. When it left.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to just get it wet again and actually push it a different direction, and hopefully that brings it together. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just practicing.
Just getting it wet and pushing it together.
Yeah, see, I didn't even have an edible. And I would have laughed at that joke if I was high. I think I'm going to caught myself saying that, actually.
Right?
Here, I have left to do on this butterfly is varnish it. I'm going to call it Stop Looking at a Tree.
I'm finally getting to a point where I'm starting to be happy with this thing.
Thank God, because I was getting tired of hearing you complain about it. It looks fucking amazing.
It looks freaking amazing.
Well, I still want to go with what Rachel and Dubs was saying, because I wanted to make this like cheap. So I wanted to be like, when you look at it, it's like, oh, it's all happy and stuff. And then you take a second look, you're like, what the fuck is that? So I started putting in I may make this a little bit brighter, so that when I do the like pretty like bright color spatter, the color reflects on the back glow of the strawberry. I think that's pretty dope.
But okay, kind of like Tracy's asking you, it's like the light coming from the top of the strawberry, and the darkness is that glowing in light from the back.
So what happens is that when you have a light source that bounces off the background, so when I do this paint spatter, it's going to imply that it's in front of something. So what happens is you get a little bit of
splatter that?
On the background,
Splatter that?
on the background, yes. There's a way to do it. But what it's implying is that it's actually not coming this way. If you look kind of fourth dimensionally, it's actually coming from this direction, so not flat, but kind of out at a catty corner angle. So what it's implying is that in the background of the spatter is actually having a slight reflection to the backside of the spatter, if that makes sense.
It does. And
It
I
does.
just want to get back to our friend that's doing he's made the face darker, but are you just doing Sharpies there? Now you're going back to your ink pens? I'm trying to figure out how these ink pens work.
So am I.
I'm trying to watch you, and then I'll just
Well, if it's anything I am, I'm very honest with people. There's no room for lying around me. But anyways, what I'm doing is going from different color markers. Like, okay, so this is apricot. There is copper. This one here is bronze. That's a 3 base. Okay. So I'm going to shade it over and see if I can figure this out as I'm going. Like I said, this drawing doesn't mean anything to me. So I figured, well, I'm going to give him a brown face, kind of like a bag over the head kind of thing. Like scarecrow, I guess, or whatever. And then there's the blending one that I'm trying to push them all together as I'm going. So I did a little bit of the darker one, which was the bronze, and then I went to copper, and then the lightest one was the apricot. So
see, and that's really important to know, because I mean, if people just look at it, they don't know that you. Same with coloring books. I was with Leah, the dragon lady. She's a waterfall lady, as far as I'm concerned. When she's colored, she's used 3 colors of brown to do the inside of the seeds on a sunflower. And it took her hours and hours, and everybody's going, how come it's taking you so long? I go, she's using 3 different colors of,
Why does it take her so long? Because art does not just happen. People charge so freaking much for our craft. It doesn't just freaking happen. It's taking so long.
So you can see it's starting here. It's not blended because you can see the lines.
Yeah.
So as it blends, it's getting lighter and lighter as it goes across the face, like light onto the body. I didn't do the body like that. I just painted it orange or markered it orange.
After you finish with the body, you can go back on the body and add that.
Yeah, I could do darker on top of this and kind of like blend it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then, like I said, I'm practicing with it. Like I haven't touched these markers in months, so there's a lot of practice I need to learn to get this down. But that's actually looking pretty good for a cartoonish looking thing.
Very, very good.
Thanks. So that's where I'm at with that. God, I think I need coffee. It's almost 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, we got about 18 minutes left in the program over here tonight, and we're going to go over to Mando 1. She does game night, adult game night. Get to be nice and inappropriate.
Oh, yeah.
Try to meet.
By the way, did you see what I did for her husband?
I did not. Did you make a video too?
Oh, I was topless.
Were you?
He just got there. He's like, yep.
Because he got taken down for porn, even though he doesn't do that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you can go back on all my videos. I wear, well, not really, because last summer I was like shirtless, but you only could see from like my neck up when I was talking.
No, but his account got taken down for that. So, and he doesn't post. He posts video games. So
I was like, this is bullshit. I don't know the guy that well, but this is crazy. Everything's happening, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a stand. I don't care. And it just so happened he's getting his account back. So
it's fantastic.
He's starting at 0, and somebody just came in and said, "Well, look at all," and then somebody came in and said, "Just to let you know, I'm kind of treating other phone."
Oh, hey there, Wicked. How you doing? Welcome in. Hey there, Brian Gardezzi. Welcome into the live. I do have a hand. Hold on. Sarah hand. So, Brian, welcome to the live. I tend to only bring up people that I've gotten to know for a little bit, so please feel free to hang out. Let us get to know you a little bit. Maybe come back next week and try again, but we're keeping it close-knit to the normal people right now that we know.
Yeah, that's safe place.
Somebody's flying.
Oh, Dubai Airport. From Dubai.
So he's been around for is a friend of mine of 12 years.
Oh, okay, then screw it. Perfect. Bring him up. I'm sorry, I shouldn't.
No,
Then I know for Ron.
Go down. I'm finished. Let me go down.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I don't know how to turn the camera.
There you go. Oh, wow.
There you go. Dubai Airport right now.
Are you heading out, or are you going home or heading out?
Well, I'm in my room now.
No, I'm just visiting here.
Super tired.
I bet. How long was your flight?
The travel from my home to the airport was around 7 hours and plus 3.5 hours flight.
Jeez.
So almost I can say 1 day.
What time is it there? Because there's nobody in your airport. If we are in Vancouver,
It's early morning, 6:45 a.m.
Oh, it's red eye time.
No one is here. Hold on, I'll show you. It's only the people you can see all over the area.
there are people there.
So say I couldn't imagine Dubai Airport being an empty place.
I thought more full than that. morning. That's not surprising.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go now. I'll just join you some other day.
Well, thank you for joining us. Nice meeting you.
You're welcome, and you have a lovely evening too.
Text me when you're okay.
Yeah, I will. I will just send you text and I will pick up. Because right now my situation is very bad.
No worries. I'll talk to you later on.
All right, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
We got to see Dubai Airport, international show.
There we go.
Also, America and Dubai.
Well, we could, I think that you asked, and
Hey.
we got to,
Now we can all say that these pieces that we're doing right here online, they displayed in Dubai.
That's right.
Fuck yeah.
See, I got that hook up for you.
It's like that's like I used to work as a gas attendant, but I told everybody I was a petroleum dispensement technician. It's all about how you sell the job, you know?
I was a regional manager for a company at 19 years old. I had 5 arcades, and my sister told people I sold quarters for a living.
Not too tough.
You know,
we're definitely
staff members and train them and move machines. But yeah, I sold quarters for a living.
yeah, you did.
Well, that's because that was before there was tokens. I'm old.
Look, J-Dubs, check this out. I'm finally happy with those seeds.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Nice. Okay, I see what you wanted to do now.
God damn.
Can I say that chocolate's looking fantastic too?
Oh, do you like that? Oh my god. See,
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know.
so much smoother with that stuff you put on it.
Yeah, I started using that blending kit. I'm glad I did. And I went softer on the color. I'm much happier.
Do not taste in that chocolate anymore.
Oh, it's still there.
It's still there. She just lightened it up so it's not all dark. It was very, very, very dark gothic strawberry, trying to get something more vibrant to go.
Yeah, I wanted more because we at the beginning we were going more milk chocolate.
Oh, and the wicked woman mother says, I see every face in the chocolate.
So in case you're if you guys are just new in my shop, I am doing this for the first time. I'm selling $10 tickets to win this painting when it's all done. I've got a lot more to do. But once all tickets are sold, I'll be doing the drawing and somebody will get it.
Now you're not going to do it until you sell every ticket, correct? And that's going to including.
Everything. So yeah, I sell all the tickets first.
Right.
So Tracy, I was going to ask, what are you doing that butterfly on? Is it like cardboard or what?
No, it's wood.
Wood. Okay.
Wood.
And you're doing.
And it's not a thick wood. I double paint them in black first, sides, and then I start the dot painting.
That's pretty awesome.
And then it gets varnished here. Earlier, it finished one with different colors. I've been getting food. This is a different one that is varnished, is different colors, made differently because, pardon me, I did the big dots everywhere. So
Right.
this is more abstract. And this one, I know this looks a little bit more like a real butterfly.
That's right.
Takes a lot more smaller dots. And then, again, I don't do both sides. I could hang them in here, but what I do with other mine, and I'm not selling them because, for me, I live in Canada and it would cost a fortune to ship it. I go and I buy these wooden boxes, and then whatever I painted, I put inside. Now, this is 8 by 8, but I know I can get a 10 by 10. And even if I couldn't get, I'm going to take the dry one so I don't want it. See, I could put on the back of a wooden box, but raise it so that it's like 3-dimensional. I would be putting stuff behind it that's raised. And even if I actually look at this, might be able to get inside the box, but no, just short, just a itty bit. So, well, unless I wanted the bite to be on an angle, which I really be a cherry tree in there. I guess I could do that, but I know I could get these boxes in 10 by 10. So, but I don't plan on and Mrs. Dubs already has one of my cherry trees.
Yes.
But I just her the thin piece of wood because that doesn't cost me a lot of money to ship. If I shipped it completely like this, it would be a version. So then I would have to sell this for 3 times as much, and I would be already how to frame these. We're going to show you as you asked. That says Tracy stop talking. It's uneasily.
Now, I do find out with shipping that if you ship something in a box, it's more expensive than like a envelope or whatever.
Yeah.
What some people are doing is putting a box in the envelope and shipping it that way. That way, it's cheaper.
Yep.
That's why they still in Canada check to see if it will go through if it will go through. The thickness is that it will move through the slot door. If it doesn't through the mail slot in the door, then they charge you X more. Anyway, so here is the same thing, and I've made this sunflower by itself, and I will teach people how to put it in a box or get a frame or do whatever. Or put magnets on it and put it on the back of a fridge or whatever.
Right. I think that would be so cool is like if you could do a coaster set.
Oh, you would see, but I'm going to do custom. I want a custom so bad for like a wedding or a christening or something.
Coating on them so the heat hurt them or anything, but that would look so cool.
There's varnish on them that they. One of my parts accidentally went in the washing machine and it was completely fine when it came out.
Awesome.
Okay, where did they go? They're hiding. Come see Trey. There's one. So they got there. Oh, there's one. I want these to be custom made coasters, but I need a bunch of them.
You gotta do something to show what you can do on them, right?
Yeah. So these ones are little hearts that I made in different colors, but they would go very well. So, like again, this one, where's one? This one especially because I left room at the top. If it was somebody's wedding, there's a place setting for the glass, so it could say Tracy, and that would be known for my setting, and then on the back they could get extra cards or whatever of the date that their name and the date that they were married, or if it was a christening, the date the baby was born, the weight, and their name. And these would be, and again, I can custom do as many flowers and as many colors and the coasters. And if you want little rubber things on the end so that it's not flat on the table, that can be done.
From scratch and stuff if you had the little rubber feet, yeah. Those are freaking awesome, by the way. You do amazing work.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, every year does, but some different I've ever seen. So
Well,
now, I worked in mental health one time, and we did dog painting on rocks.
Yeah.
But I've never taken it to any other form. and it's been years since I've done that, but I did a painting class, basic painting class for the center that I visited very often, and taught people how to do art just to calm their nerves, you know?
Yep. Calms me down.
I worked in a group home for 10 years with adults that have like fetal alcohol syndrome, Down syndrome, autism, full spectrum.
Yeah.
I actually got one of the houses that was higher functioning, and I would do arts and crafts days in the house. But shortly after that, I moved into the day center and worked with the clients directly during the day. And when I told them I want to do a program with them, yeah, well, we can't use the center for that.
Isn't that ridiculous?
Which is
Really?
completely ridiculous
Because I wasn't licensed to teach.
Yeah, well, that's stupid. I taught king, I taught art. As volunteer, I didn't need to have license.
Right.
And that's in Pennsylvania. I don't know. New Jersey could be different. But I worked with the IDDs and the Down syndrome and all that. And that's what got me into the mental health. When I was in mental health, and I went into working with the IDDs. And I actually had one guy for like 2 years. I pick him up every day, take him out. I love that job. It became like part of my family.
I did get one of my programs launched. I did get some. They have a place out here called New Lisbon. It's a convalescent center, and it's an institution, man. Okay, like we're talking about fucking 35, 40 people in a freaking long bus with little free hospital nurses, and they're all like behavioral too. So when they started closing it down in New Jersey, they started shutting all the institutions down. They started cycling these guys out and into society in group homes. Well, because I'm 6 foot tall, since I'm 6'4" and built brick shit house, got all of the very flighty ones, the ones that like throw chairs and go WWE on their staff. I was the I was the target. So.
Right?
Yeah. So I had this great plan because I had guys that were actually, once they moderated, they were really cool to work with. And I was like, what we should do? We have all these group homes that we're paying a landscaping company to come in for removal. But if you guys bought me like 7 rakes, because I'm already driving a van with guys that are bored off their asses, why don't you give me a list of houses? And we'll hit them every day, bag up the leaves. I mean, in 4 days to do one house, but that'd be a month to clear leaves. Save the company like $20,000 on landscaping.
Yeah, tons of money.
Like,
there's a program like that around here. A couple town, not now, actually. I used to drive all over Pennsylvania to help these people. Born called Clarion, and they did a cleaning service. They go in and clean people's rental units, whatever.
Yeah.
They did. Because they, a lot of them have the ID or the syndrome or any slow spectrum hyphening, though, they want to do is be like everybody else, be normal, have a job. And that was kind of like what I did was help teach that amongst the other stuff that I did.
Yeah.
It made me realize lucky I was. People like.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we take it too much,
Well, one reason why I do what's your first name?
My first name's Terry.
Terry. And I should remember that because I was almost a Terry. Because I was born early, so my parents didn't have a name picked out for me. Terry or Tracy way.
Yeah.
But I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis 27 years ago. And before I was diagnosed, I was a sewer, I was a crafter, but I worked full time. But I also crafts. And then after I was diagnosed and I was off for crafting saved my life. I could even for just to go to the store and get some fabric was an outing, and that was an accomplishment. But also as a child, I went 6 different elementary schools, And I probably had ADHD, but they didn't know about that then, and they didn't call it that. But I also had 2 brothers that beat me up almost every day. So not a very, very happy. Art. I found art in grade 7.
Well,
and art saved my life.
You know, fun fact,
Yes.
Tracy.
Yes.
My wife has.
Links down below.
Hey, Kaylee, I bought a ticket. How many tickets are there? There's 100 tickets, Chris. So she put a video out explaining her giveaway, and when she doesn't let us know, so we can give it 4 hours to hit the For You page, and then it back.
Who's a mod?
What the fuck is this? What happened? Hold on. See, hold on, mods. Before you do, let me answer that question. I like to feel all my trolls. Welcome in to Archie Hart Artist Shop, where we paint and craft. If you want sluts, you're gonna have to go over to OnlyFans or Fanbase. Only way you're getting me out of my clothes is if you send $10,000 to pay.jdubsarts.com. That takes all platforms out of that. I get the most out of that. I would pay PayPal $350 of that $10,000. I would like to see what a looks like. Pay.jdubsarts.com. Thank you. Have a nice day. Send them on the way, guys. It's fine.
This is bigger.
No, we are
Please him now. Because I sent him 10,000, I got a nice video for it. So
Exactly.
No, that's called taking advantage of an entrepreneurial situation.
Exactly. I can get mad or I can get paid. $20 is $20. $10,000 that covers rent right now for the next year.
Amen.
Was that all your rent is?
I pay $1,200 a month. But the problem is I actually pay my mortgage at $600 monthly. And then once every 3 months, I get a homeowner's insurance bill and a water bill and a tax bill every quarter. And that's fucking expensive.
Rental property?
So I'm not renting per se. I own this house. It's just not in my name. My stepfather owns it. And he moved out of New Jersey already. And New Jersey, when you leave the state, you have to pay what's called exit tax. So since he's already exited New Jersey, this is a secondary property for him. And he gets to keep all the profit. So when I sell my home, I don't in New Jersey to leave New Jersey. Keep all you get on profit. I only owe $90,000 on this house. So it's probably worth anywhere between $250 and $300. Take about $50,000 off of that in home equity to fix the roof. All right, but that'll also up the value again. I could hopefully could walk out of here with enough to put a down payment on this, set my children up with a nice little freaking float fund so they can find their place. They don't want to live with us. And me and the missus plan to travel the country for a year before we settle down in either Tennessee or North Carolina to visit all of our followers. I want to go to Australia. So does she. And I promised my wife travel when we got married. Our 10th anniversary is coming up. I promised her when my daughter graduated high school, we'd leave New Jersey. Fought her on it when we had the means to.
later, Chris.
What's that?
I was saying later, Chris.
No, Crispy was on this whole time. My Crispy.
Sorry, Crispy.
He's but he works at a secure private location. He's a rocket scientist engineer. So he works for a Japanese company that he's looking at their computers or their rockets or their science stuff. And
he's working on the robots.
This Tracy, I think the word for it is ecologist.
Well, because he also does. That's a whole other story, Harry. That's a whole other story on eagles. And I think once Callie finishes her painting, she should take a painting of, and she should have Crispy's voice on it saying, "That looks like an eagle. It's an eagle. That's George."
Can we explain the eagle thing to Dubs? I missed that. Eagle.
You haven't seen the Eagle post of us like doing like all sorts of kinds of stuff.
I'm going to apologize to you right now, Tracy. I suck at watching content. I'm so busy trying to make it for so many platforms, I never get to watch shit half the time.
Well, okay.
I'm trying to be better at it.
Well, because he killed his wife, well, some of his wives.
Hours.
Videotaped a bee on or sunflower or something 2 months ago, and being crispy, being Chris, he put a sound to it saying, "Hey, that's an eagle. It looks like an eagle. I'm sure it's an eagle. I'm gonna face over." And he started it then, and then his wife filmed a raven or a crow or something in his backyard, and he did the same thing. And then, of course, a bunch of look at each other's content. Then we's doing it, and I said to him, "Well, I want to play in the game. I have multiple. I just have multiple girls say that."
Look at you through right there. Some of us watch each other. That I was listening.
I can't find a plant. I mean, when I leave my house, I go to the hospital, and somebody said, "Well, just film anything." And they have a couple of really nice statues out there. So I filmed a really nice statue, and I added the voice. This is an eagle.
This is an eagle. Okay.
Name is George.
So I should find this sound and just do a video of my painting after the live. Is this an eagle? I think this is an eagle.
Yeah. Do it.
I think I still have a fairly recent with soundbite on it. Of course, the funny part is I still get people coming out. It's like, no, I'm sure that's a crow. No, I'm pretty sure that's a frog. I'm like,
Well, I have the original. I have the original, and I saved it. I was told how to do it. You go to the video and you press save sound.
Yep, add to favorites. That's what I did with Mando's. The one where she was making fun of me. And she's like, "Today is zero effort content day. Be more dubs." When she first did that, I did a shitload of videos of making my business card and they sing it on her.
Is that what like the only
Business card and they sing it on her.
Is that what like the only fans like? You did
No, that was way before I did. I've been using that for 3 months now since before Dallas.
Before, like I was in a room. We had like almost 9 people on here, Terry, and all of us it was summer, and we had our fans on. So
Yeah.
we sealed one of them. So we said, okay, let's do an only fan picture, literally only the fans.
9 screens, only ceiling fans, and 1 oscillating fan from fucking Cali here.
no, I don't want
Box fan. We didn't have an oscillating fan.
But everybody else had the ceiling fans, and there was 9 of us. So yeah.
I screen recorded it and put up 3 minutes of it.
That's funny.
Yeah, so while you were gone in your absence here on the app, there was a real big problem on class and not being seen. Put a lot of effort into their videos. We're A, posting, B, pissing and moaning, which we're going to do, I said earlier. And so we started doing hashtag ZEC, zero effort content. And we say, open camera, record a scan sitting on the fucking for 2 seconds. You need 7.
That's not Callie's. Yeah.
Yep.
She did a coffee mug with something, a coffee cup with something.
Yep.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was my Back to the Future coffee cup and experience.
Yep.
Yeah. And Alex from Australia was doing these. She was frying an egg on one.
Yeah.
And another one with the toaster popping up. And she was like, my sexy videos. I'm like, you got to quit doing that. It's too damn sexy for me.
All right. So my favorite zero effort content video I did completely by accident. All right. Big camera. I had this in my head, orange pop in my mouth, and I'm for the 3-second mark to pull the lollipop out of my mouth so I could respond. I was doing a video reply, and I was going to answer this genuinely. I went, Video stopped. I decided to post. Fuck it. It got like 5,000 views.
That's like me last year for a story. I'm not getting no views. It's kind of because I didn't really know about it. So we're planning on getting a new pole. We had like 14-foot round, up round pole. I was like, looking for a bigger pole. And my wife's like, yeah. And I said, okay, well, I'm getting rid of this. I don't give a shit. I took a knife and slit it down at the bottom. Now, it was already drained on the way. I got like 11 views on that.
Actually, I saw that.
I'm like, and people are like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, what? That was on purpose, actually. But
That's when you send your kids outside to be defiant camera and you threaten to cuddle down.
How are you guys getting those kind of views?
now, Kelly, I don't get them all the time. And honestly, I don't get them all the time. The most I get is like 2,000 at the, but it's usually 300-400 views.
Am I doing wrong?
And you know, I started with a friend of mine. I told him, hey, go check out this app called Clapper. I said, go look at my content. He came on. He ended up getting more people faster because he was doing stupid recordings with his cat. And I'm like, and it's just a cat walking across the floor. There's nothing special about it. I mean, dumb. He would get more views and likes. I'm like, damn, I got to start doing more stupid shit.
Right?
The other time to do it, if I do it, my video with my face and I start talking, I get less views to say if I was pointing my phone at a cup or a desk or something and then camera.
Right, but push be authentic, so everyone keeps on putting themselves first and putting their faces on screen.
Yeah.
We want that.
Right. I mean, that's
No,
why.
I thought people wanted to see our face. I'd rather not put my face on the screen.
No, you know, I kind of watch what happens in my video. You want to say, well, this didn't. And like my music videos, I could sit and play guitar. A lot of those were like, I did songs, if it was like an electric guitar, I did them all acoustic. And they did very well. But then I also did my artwork, and only some artwork did. So it all flip-flops, whatever. Gentlemen, those two are ladies. Well, Apple.
The reason I was asking your coloring stuff is, I'm living in my father-in-law's house, and my sister-in-law has 9 years worth of stuff.
Thank you, Joe.
Coloring tools. I see that, and it opens.
Right, Cal?
We've got a few friends in our other groups that are like that. We're like, what are the numbers?
But does it really look like a pumpkin? No, it doesn't.
It does.
I thought it was an apple. Sorry.
Well, it might not be that. It is. Okay, if I press it together.
What apples are you eating that have fucking faces drawn on them?
Okay, is that still?
Because I want to go to your store.
Yeah, it's still freaking shaped like a berry. Yeah, you're right. It's like an apple. It's not like a pumpkin.
Dobbs, if we ever meet, I'll give you one of my edibles. You'll see an apple.
Oh, okay then.
Harry, never have I smoked even a toke of. No, we're on YouTube. Never in my life have I ever consumed any kind of non-prescription drug ever.
Mm.
Right?
Well, that's the funny thing about marijuana. It's not a drug.
I started when I was 11, and there's times I quit for years and then go back and quit, whatever. And, you know, I was a bad alcoholic and the drugs and all that. I quit all that stuff. And I'd say it's been 3 years since I smoked anything, except for cigarettes. But I by trade, so I actually started creating my own, which I'm legal to do in Pennsylvania. I have what I call a green card. So I get the stuff and I make my own things.
So I just have to come all the way from Vancouver, British Columbia to Pennsylvania?
Yeah, that's like a 12-hour flight. And on an airplane either. I could take where I go to back up.
The Indian jellyfish are cool.
Those are cool. I like dog art. I'm gonna have to try it soon.
Well, you know, Tracy does lives on Sundays. Tracy?
Yeah.
That's where you said about your thing.
When Rachel came on with me, we had lots of people come on and do, and the last 3 weeks I've done it. And I was even asking creators that do crochet or do resin work come on with me. And some people did, and then nobody came on. And I don't know if it's because it's 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 1 p.m. your guys' time. But nobody was coming on to any of my lives. I was sitting there for 2.5 hours, basically talking to myself. I'm talking as I'm painting.
Right. Which is much better than I do. I sit here and say absolutely no painting half the time.
Yeah.
You guys are keeping me talking right now. Otherwise, I start dancing the music and friggin' no to see that stuff.
Well, it's kind of like you're doing it.
When I first started, I've been doing lots of other creation, and that's why I'm impressed with your sketching, because I've never really learned to draw because of learn. And like artistically said, it's very few people have the skill. Most people learn. This is I used when I first started to draw. We live in Vancouver, British Columbia. My last name is Shudo. We lived in Vancouver City, where 60% of the people are Chinese, Mexicans, Japanese. So we went to lots of restaurants that were Chinese or Japanese. So did I take chopsticks home? Yes, I did. Because I'm frugal. So did I give away some? Yeah.
Listen, when I get Chinese food, I grab like 50 pairs of chopsticks. You know why? They're good for paint stirring. They're good for dot painting. They're good for putting lines in as we do with a brush. They're good for straight edges. They're good for your neighbors. They're good for sticking up your cat's ass when they're not listening to you. I mean, the applications of chopsticks to things is pretty freaking endless. Is all I'm trying to say.
Well, I didn't take any class. My grandfather was a good artist. He out a school window. Okay, so that's back in the 20s, so it's first floor. Jumped out a school window and quit school in 8th grade and went to the woods and drew deer. And from there on, he just drew all the time.
I wish I could do that.
Pick it up from. What's that?
His art?
Yeah, I have a picture of his upstairs framed. It's been out in the woods and drew a bear with those.
Wow.
He sat so quietly, he say, and then it would take him hours to do it, but like he could see it, and then it's there, and then, you know, if they move a little bit, he'd watch them and try to get their motions and stuff in the picture. Yeah, so I don't know where the deer picture is. It disappeared through this, but I have seen it, and it was amazing. And he says, it's in your blood. Don't worry about it. Just do what I want to do with it and make it yours.
Yep.
He was a good teacher in that aspect. It wasn't that he sat and taught me how to do lines or shading or anything. He just said, just do it. You'll learn on your own.
That's how I feel about
It's
so works. Not a painter. I was a painter originally in grade 7, and then I'm sewing, and I took up Japanese needle embroidery, and it's called bunka. And then I took up needle felting. It's not like I have one craft that I've done in the last 30 years. I've had about, and at one time I was doing
a lot more
stained
work
glass.
to go, but this is
Don't do stained glass.
definitely getting there.
Really, the dog painting, and I was at show that closer. Yes, that is amazing. Wow. Okay, so how much more do you need to book that yet? Well, I'm asking how much more?
I don't have my other computer, but I think I have a house that's close to that I drew. Wouldn't that be fucked up, Dubs?
What?
I have some of my drawings already put in the computer. Because I draw, take a picture of it, put it into my art tablet, and then draw it again, and then it becomes digital, and that's how I do my coloring books. But I think I have a house I drew like that.
I bet you do. I mean, I just pulled this thing out of my ass. Nothing on this canvas came from a picture.
Yeah, it's not identical, but it looks kind of the same with one of my houses I drew.
I like the little peak I put on the one roof, but I'm gonna have to accent it with some lighting because you can't really see it.
Right.
Because of the black tree I put behind it.
No,
But I also got to figure out what kind of shingles I want to do on the house. Because the roof needs shingles too.
right. You could do the old overlap shingles on that.
But I am going to put this thing down for the night. Because we're past time. It's actually 11:20.
Oh shit.
And for us to get over to... Yeah, I know, right? Like, how do you kill 2.5 hours without realizing you can kill in 2.5 hours? Get together with your friends and create something freaking awesome.
And Jerry, I just want to say to you, any time you want me to help you learn to dog paint, I would be more than thrilled to learn.
Good.
Oh,
Well, I'll have to get back. I'll call you back and I'll get a message someday. Maybe we can do a live where you're teaching me.
yeah, definitely.
I'm going to get off here so you guys go play your game. I need to go
Make some
upstairs
coffee.
anyways. But thank you for the invite, man. It was nice to get up and be live with you after so long. You
Well,
too, Callie.
I'm going to be doing this every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. leading up to game night. So you're welcome to join us back next week, too.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Talk to you soon.
Sure, Callie.
Fine.
Freaking love. I should draw him. Anyways, yeah, you guys have a good night.
Yes.
You guys, we'll see you for game night, Dubs.
And everyone over here on YouTube, thanks for joining us. Feel free to download a Clapper and follow me and my hosts. Tonight was me, J-Dubs Arts, Callie Simca Art, Ms. Trey, and _Y2 Papa. So if you check us out over on Clapper, please do so, and we'll see you over there. Until then, I'll be back next week. Clapper.
J-Dubs, you should be giving them your